Didn't they tell you that I was a savage?
They sure did, Rihanna. They sure did. Can't say she never warned you. Rihanna has gone through quite the revolution since her underdog days as Ciara Marie's understudy. Your favorite beauty mogul is well off today, busier than ever, attending to her Fenty empire and newborn baby. But before Riri was breaking barriers with her makeup line, she was beefing with the girls, one of them being Mrs. One-Two-Step herself, Ciara, or C-Error, as some opposing stands may call her. Rihanna may not be so quick with the Twitter fingers nowadays, but we want to know how exactly did this random Rihanna versus Ciara beef start? And maybe it wasn't so random after all. For the newbies in the back who may only be familiar with Savage Fenty or Fenty Beauty, Rihanna pre-anti was quite the menace, taking her Good Girl Gone Bad album title a little too literal. Pop Rihanna was on top of the world, selling out stadiums and doing whatever she wanted. Kind of like what she's doing now, except, well, she was younger, and we all know with age comes maturity, experience, and a decline of putting the paws on people. Okay, maybe not so much that last part, but with Rihanna, she's still down with Team IDGAF, just in a different way, a less menacing way. However, about a decade ago, Rihanna wanted all the smoke. With Ciara? Apparently, when Cece isn't dancing and whispering about, she is or was busy being a little messy boots, at least according to Rihanna. Good luck booking that stage you speak of. Remember that viral indirect tweet via Rihanna's Twitter account that had the media gagging in 2011? Supposedly, that all came about after Ciara went on national TV to call out Rihanna for her rude behavior unprovoked. During a guest appearance on E! Network's Fashion Police, Ciara let it be known just how much of a mean girl Rihanna truly was. After crossing paths at a party, Ciara said she went up to Mrs. Disturbia on some friendly vibes, and Rihanna grilled her right then and there. Giving her the quick glance, followed up by the cold shoulder, Ciara was left to wonder what just happened, especially considering that wasn't the first time the two had actually met. Ciara's recollection of that time was all cool and dandy. However, some thought it was unnecessary given that the show, hosted by the late Joan Rivers, was about fashion, and Cece was supposed to critique Rihanna's recent fashion choice. But it appeared as though Ciara couldn't wait to tell somebody about her run-in with Ree. Our girl was itching to let that cat out of the bag. This supposedly sparked the beef that no one saw coming. My bad, C. Did I forget to tip you? You gangsta, huh? Ha. The tweet that started it all, straight from Rihanna's verified Twitter handle. Immediately, the fans began to speculate where all of this was coming from. Better yet, how Rihanna even know what Ciara had said on Fashion Police? The Navy or the media? Either way, Rihanna heard and saw exactly what Ciara had said and was not here for the public scrutiny, even if it were true. Well, once Ciara caught a hold of the tweet, she was even more daring with her clapback, informing Rihanna that she wouldn't want to see her on or off the stage. Oh, she'll show you gangsta all right. At this point, it was a full-on war brewing that the Twitter folks in real time couldn't get enough of. In my Azalea Banks voice, the girls were fighting! On social media, that is, with no signs of slowing down. Cue the infamous, good luck with that stage you speak of. Honey, she wasn't even talking to me and that hurt my feelings. Time slowly passed, leaving both Rihanna's Navy and Ciara fans wondering who was gonna strike next, which would be Rihanna. Except this time, it wasn't to take any further shots at Ciara, but to apologize. Ciara, baby, I love you, girl. You hurt my feelings real bad on TV. I'm heartbroken. That's why I retaliated this way. So sorry. #let's make up. The beef may have been over on Rihanna's end, but what about on Ciara's? Thankfully, she was able to let bygones be bygones and take Ree up on her offer. Following up with, Ree, you know it's always been love since day one. Doing shows, everything. You threw me off in that party. Apology accepted. Let's chat in person. Talk about being faster than Roadrunner. The so-called Twitter spat came, saw, and went. Then spun the block for some more unresolved business that we thought had been resolved that same day. Assuming the whole chatting in person thing didn't go as well as Ciara had hoped, because while she was out and about promoting her then up-and-coming album, One Woman Army, Rihanna was giving all shades of shade, a whole 2 years after the Twitter feud had taken place. Although the shade never directly came from Ree herself, but instead her BFF Melissa Ford. And no, not that Melissa. Ciara giving us an impromptu a cappella bathroom session, singing her song Body Party, posting for her fans to see. Melissa took to her Instagram page with a photo of herself, Rihanna, along with another woman appearing to be all giggles while watching something on someone's phone. The mess doesn't step in until you get to the caption that read, #BodyParty, bathroom a cappella version, #London, obviously referring to Ciara's video. Ciara somehow caught wind of the IG post and twoked a few indirect tweets, indicating that she was over the silliness. Get a life and mind yours. When asked about the incident during an interview with Chicago's 107.5, Ciara let it be known that she wasn't here for old girl and her friends' antics. Also disclosing that her and Ree did in fact have that little chat 2 years prior at the Met Gala. As far as she knew, everything was water under the bridge and no hard feelings were held. If you would have asked me about her up until this point, I would have nothing but good things to say because I'm really happy for her. But I didn't receive what they did from a positive place. Continuing with her promo tour, news outlets and radios persisted with the Rihanna drama questions to which Ciara was not hesitant to answer. Alexa, play Obsessed by Mariah Carey. Obsessed was exactly the word Ciara used when referring to Rihanna's sly jabs. If that didn't broaden Rihanna's umbrella, then perhaps Ciara deeming her outright nuts would. More nuts than a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios. I think she's nuts right now. Like whatever's going on, because for me, it doesn't make any sense. I don't have beef with anybody, but I'm not going to be disrespected either. I wish her well. I don't know what her problem is. She has a lot of good things going on with herself. A lot of good things. I've always said I've been happy for her. I don't get it. I really don't. But I wish her well. I wish her positivity. Now, I don't know about you, but those are fighting words. And Rihanna seemed to think so as well. Taking to her Insta, she wasn't so discreet this time, giving every inch of the title of her 5th studio album, Loud. Rihanna definitely woke up Chris Breezy, quoting the beginning of his song, Look at Me Now. How you gonna hate from the outside? Thanks for the free promo, sis. When will they start asking her questions about her? Why am I still the main topic of her interviews? She don't be shamed though? How she let them play her like that every time? It's like, yeah, I know you're here to talk about insert album title, but we want to talk about a more relevant topic, Rihanna. Like she sits there and falls for it every time. Where is your publicist? That Rihanna reign was not letting up, not even a little. It was a full-on thunderstorm by this point. Fans awaited for Ciara's response, which surprisingly never came. Ciara was going to allow this flood to dry itself out, and besides, who wants to go up against the ride or die Navy? A few more years would pass before the Billboard Music Awards rolled around in 2016, with no other than Ciara and Ludacris as hosts. By this point, folks weren't even discussing the Ciara and Rihanna beef like that. But we all know in the wonderful world of social media, bygones can never just be bygones. the official MTV Music Twitter account decided to press the messy button and made sure to give it an extra oomph. Luda, you know Ciara won't say Rihanna's name. And Ciara didn't like that one and decided to respond back to the supposed newbie hijacking the MTV Music account. At least, that's what CC seemed to think. Sending not one, but 3 back-to-back tweets aimed at the network, it was evident that Ciara felt some type of way toward the not-so-subtle shade. Tweets discussing the lack of awareness regarding an awards show to that caliber as the BBMAs, and Rihanna being amazing and having one of the best performances of the night. That's sweet, CC, but was it necessary to tweet anything at all? Ciara fans didn't seem to think so. If Ree ain't addressing it, then why are you? Needless to say, Ciara was tired of the comparisons and the senseless beef overall. She was tired of the insults from opposing fandoms, tired of her and Ree's past drama being brought out relentlessly in the press, even years after the fact, and tired of being called Ciara. As far as we know, that was the end of that. The R&B saga was no more, and the girls never brought up each other's name again. At least not in public anyway. Although some may say Ree's initial response was unnecessary. Opposing sides could say Ciara's commentary on her Met Gala run-in with Rihanna was problematic, but perhaps Ree wasn't solely triggered by Ciara's public scrutiny, but an even deeper reasoning behind her outburst, and also the reason why she acted unpleasant towards Ciara in the first place. Was this all over ill choice of words or over a man? Christopher Maurice Brown enters the chat yet again. Word on the street, or the blogs, is that Chris and Ciara had a fling thing circa 2008. After being snapped a few times and rumors of Chris entering Ciara's dressing room after a performance, 'cause you know, going inside someone's dressing room means you go together according to the internet. Accusations of a romance had sprung, and we guess Rihanna was just not here for the foolishness. Jealousy? Ego? Or all of the above? The world truly may never know, but all of that didn't matter anyhow, as Rihanna was clearly over the mess just as much as Ciara was. Taking to her Instagram stories, the Barbados baddie posted clips of herself jamming out to Ciara's song, Goodies, during a fun karaoke night with friends, signaling to fans that she had no problems blasting CC's music. Ciara even wished her a happy birthday on Twitter, and after gracing the cover of Swimsuit Illustrated this year, she was once again asked about Rihanna, 11 whole years after the fact. But instead of tooting her nose up, Ciara was happy to wish sweet nothings to Rihanna, wishing her nothing but the best during her pregnancy and insisting on Ree being the absolute best mom. Do you think Rihanna and Ciara's beef was catty? And do you believe that the beef stemmed from somewhere else other than Ciara's comments on Fashion Police? Let us know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. And stay tuned for more true celebrity stories.